What's up, sports bettors? So this is pretty exciting and it's also free. So our app is 100% free. There's a link in the description. And essentially, now you can see top trends, right? I'm not a huge fan of trends, but I will say it's kind of interesting and kind of fun to look at. And if it lines up with a positive EV play, maybe it's pretty cool. So for example, it says 113 out of 3,050 player props have done well historically. So it's just interesting to look into. For example, if we go to, Annabelle Sanchez under 4.5Ks, you can see this has cashed in the last 5 games, right? This has cashed in the last 5 games. This has cashed in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. So what this essentially will show you is what trends have been doing well recently. Here's another one. Wow, you can get Lance Lynn under 18.5 outs. It has an implied price of minus 1,300. It's hit 13 out of 14 games this season. So again, it's just pretty interesting. Annabelle Sanchez under 15.5 outs, minus 125 currently on BetMGM. It's hit 17 out of 19 times this season. So anyways, it's just interesting to look at. It's a free app. But the play I have for today that I'm going to be sharing with you is Marco Gonzalez over 3.5 strikeouts. So I already locked in a few of these top ones, but this is a positive EV bet, right? Positive EV just means mathematically profitable. So you can see I locked it in right here for 159.10. So we can go ahead and put that in here. And then we have Gonzalez. This is how the math behind plus EV betting works. We have Gonzalez over 3.5 strikeouts. This bet has a 1.84% profit margin. 1.84% profit margin, or EV, or edge, whatever you want to call it. We're staking 159.10, which is the max FanDuel let me bet, right? They limit your bet size if you're making too much money off them. So I was only able to bet 159.10. But regardless, I took it at minus 106 odds. So my bet has $3 roughly in profit margin. I'm $3 richer in EV. So anyways, that's the play I'm going with. And why do we like it? Again, there's just clear value in the odds, right? Like no other sportsbook's giving us better than minus 125 unless you play it in a Prize Picks 5-pick flex play, in which case you're getting minus 118. But regardless, being able to get this at minus 106 looks pretty good when the sharpest bookmaker in the world, Pinnacle, is pricing this all the way at minus 128, right? This is a bet you want to be all over. So I ended up locking it in, as I kind of showed you. And again, if you want to make, like we go through this example, but let's say your average bet has an EV of 2%, your unit size is 125. If you want to earn 750 per month, you can kind of walk through the math is you need to place 10 bets a day, right? If your unit size is 125, your bets on average are, let's say, 2% EV. So maybe they're higher. There's one that's 7% EV. This game just started, so we won't go through it in this video. There's one that's 7% EV. There's one that's 3% EV. So you can play with these numbers. I'll include a link to the sheet in the description. But let's say your average EV is 4%, your average bet size is 125, and you want to make, let's say, $1,250 per month. So each of your bets has a $5 profit margin if you're earning a 4% return with a 125 stake. So that means you got to place 250 bets in a month to make 1.25K. Seems pretty manageable. That's 8 bets a day to make 1.25K extra per month. And all you have to do is use OddsJam and hit these bets, right? Just hit the ones with the highest percentage. It's literally that easy. It'll make you money. So hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully you like the new OddsJam app. Let us know any feedback on it, and let's make some money.